Imagine a tiny fish, literally the size of your finger, covered in colors so intricate they look completely hand-painted. Close your eyes and picture those vibrant, glowing hues. Now, open them, because you might think, no, wait, that's CGI or a painting, but actually, it's a stunning, living reality breathing right now on the ocean floor. Welcome. In today's Explainer, we're diving into the world's strangest masked fish, the Mandarin fish, and we're going to see exactly why it's widely considered one of the most gorgeous marine creatures of all time. So, is it a painting or reality? That is the exact question experts and ocean lovers ask themselves the first time they spot this incredible little guy. It swims like a ninja among the coral reefs, bursting with such vivid detail that it honestly defies logic. You're probably wondering, how does something this vividly spectacular actually exist in the wild? Well, let's dive right in and uncover the facts together. Section 1. A jewel of the reef. Let's look at the biological facts. Scientifically, this fish goes by the name Synchiropus splendidus. It's a small species of dragonet, but you know its common name, the Mandarin fish, comes directly from its absolutely breathtaking appearance. Those bright, intricate patterns, they heavily resemble the vibrant and elaborate formal attire worn by old-fashioned mandarins. So yeah, this fish is quite literally dressed to impress in the underwater world. So where exactly do these impeccably dressed fish hang out? They make their home exclusively in the shallow waters of coral reefs, specifically out in the Pacific Ocean. Their natural habitat stretches across a very specific band of Southeast Asia, ranging all the way from the Philippines down to Vietnam. They absolutely thrive in these warm, vibrant, and shallow reef environments. Moving on to Section 2, the secret behind its colors. We're talking biological quirks. Okay, here's where it gets wild. Most fish produce large pigments to get their coloration, but the Mandarin fish, it operates on a completely different system using special cells called melanocytes. Now, our source notes that these produce true biological species, which is basically a scientific quirk, meaning it generates a living, structural color rather than just a standard pigment. It's a totally different way of generating color, and it's exactly what gives them that vivid, almost glowing blue, orange, and green look. And what is truly mind-blowing is how incredibly rare this trait actually is. Get this, out of all the organisms in the vast vertebrate world, the Mandarin fish is one of only 2 known living organisms that possess this incredible color-producing characteristic. Just 2. It is a total anomaly of the natural world. Section 3, Life outside of Egypt. Let's dig into their daily habits. Our source material uses this really fascinating phrase, life outside of Egypt, basically comparing their hidden, exotic daily routines to an ancient mystery. Let's see what that routine entails. During the day, this fish prefers to stay totally out of sight, just hiding out among the coral reefs and mountain swimming channels. It's essentially a creature of dusk, emerging mostly right around sunset. When it does pop out, it feeds on a specialized diet. We're talking microscopic organisms, small crustaceans, and worms. But here is my absolute favorite behavioral quirk. It completely lacks a traditional swim bladder. Because of this, it is insanely agile. It partially uses its fins to move as if it's literally taking flight underwater, fluttering and hovering, kind of like a tiny aquatic hummingbird. Which brings us to Section 4, the enchanting mating season. And trust me, it is an enchanting display. Right at dusk, the male mandarins put on this beautifully dramatic display to attract females, and it unfolds in a very specific 3-step routine. First, they swim vertically, rising straight up toward the surface of the water. Then, and this is a truly surreal detail noted in our source, they simultaneously extend what looks like hands. They flare out those stunning pectoral fins before quickly darting back down to the safety of the bottom. It's a fleeting, totally magical moment. In fact, this mesmerizing, synchronized performance is widely considered to be one of the most beautiful displays ever captured on film in the coral reef. It's this delicate, visual spectacle that perfectly matches the physical beauty of the fish itself. Section 5, Threats and Conservation. Here is why conservation is desperately needed. Just imagine the contrast for a second. On one hand, you have a healthy, vibrant coral reef, which is the exact kind of environment this fish absolutely needs to survive, hide, and feed. On the other hand, you have a damaged, bleached reef. This severe habitat decline is currently happening all over the globe, thanks to a combination of environmental and human pressures. So what's actually driving this decline? Well, it's a dual threat. Despite their beauty, or let's be real, probably because of it, they are heavily targeted by overfishing for the pet trade. Combine that with severe reef decline driven by climate change and worsening water pollution, and their natural home is shrinking fast. But hey, there is a clear path forward for conservation. The solution? We need to strictly avoid buying wild-caught fish. Instead, if they are going to be kept, we must rely entirely on fully farmed, integrated fish farming to protect those wild populations. And this brings us to a really powerful thought from our source material. The ocean doesn't stay hidden forever. It holds real treasures waiting to be protected and appreciated. The Mandarin fish is undeniably one of those true living treasures, and it serves as a brilliant reminder of our collective duty to protect these incredibly delicate ecosystems. Taking the time to understand these creatures is the very first step in appreciating and protecting them. If you found this journey into the world of the Mandarin fish as fascinating as I did, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We have plenty more explainers coming your way that dive deep into the facts and carry a meaningful message about the world around us. But before you go, I want to turn things over to you. We've just explored one of the most unusual, vividly painted creatures on the planet, but I want to know about your experiences. Drop into the comments and tell me, what is the absolute strangest marine creature or even ocean object you have ever seen in your life? Let's keep the conversation going down below. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and I'll see you in the next explainer.